Delta Math is unfortunately another one of the platforms that brought me irreversible pain and suffering. One assignment felt like a decade. The moment you click that start button, you feel like you just pressed the pause button on your entire life. They were unnecessarily long and just always felt like a hassle. Maybe we should stop trying to automate education, but that's just me though. I have to say, just for the record, Delta Math might just have one of the single most annoying question systems in the entire world. I recall being perplexed by the sheer absurdity of the software. Like, you get the question right, but you look and you see that red X with the word incorrect right next to it. You're confused, baffled even. So you check the answer to the question, absolutely sure you had done the calculations correctly, only to find out, to your dismay, that you had, but not really. It's the exact same answer you have written down, but the only difference, and I do mean the only difference, is that there's an extra space in your answer. Partial credit? Please, you're not even getting quarter credit. Matter of fact, back to zero, because your teacher could turn on a setting that penalizes a student for not getting consecutive correct answers. You could be at question number 5 and get reset. It genuinely made me want to drop kick my computer. I'm talking a full 540-degree windmill, jump, hit the quan into a back tuck, roll over, and finally a hook kick to end it. Then, after they decided to completely shatter any dreams and aspirations you had of higher education, would you like an explanation on how you typed one extra space? We can't be serious. Why do I have 25 questions in one assignment with multiple assignments assigned per day? Man, I really wanted to enjoy life today. Too bad I have to solve for the length and width of a random plank in Phoenix, Arizona. Every time I finished an assignment, I audibly exhaled and sighed just to vocalize my frustration. It felt like I was mopping rain. Either boredom or frustration was going to take me out. There was no in between. The only good thing about this site for me was the break from class. And I mean, that might be the only good thing I could think about. If you've ever had iExcel, Delta Math is basically the math exclusive version. 1 second, you're answering questions, completely confident in your skills. Then the next, you're starting to get frustrated. Literally, just like that. It's just online homework basically, which is great, but only when I can actually progress. Why am I stuck in an endless loop of answering the exact same questions 58 times? Have you ever just felt dumb? Just like really dumb? Well, I have. It was like I was looking at my assignment and looking down at my paper, wondering why in the world the answers kept changing, knowing good and well I had the right answers. Now I'm sitting here questioning my own intelligence. It's not even a break for real, because I just spend the entire class staring at a screen wondering if my grade is going to suffer. Not to mention, your teachers can see everything you're doing, from the amount of time you're on an assignment to if you tab out of the page. They see it all. You're not even going to get an opportunity to look up the answer, which just adds another layer and surveillance to the student experience. But why I hate it personally is a very specific combination of these factors and something else. When I say these were the only way I learned geometry, or rather kind of learned geometry, skimmed geometry, I didn't learn geometry at all. Our teacher would go up to the board, give us the answers to the same Delta Math assignments he was assigning us, then go and sit down at his desk and watch Instagram Reels. True story. On me. I had to deal with this for an entire semester. 18 weeks of this a boring experience. And then to add salt to the wound, he had a very thick accent. So when he was just standing at the board teaching nothing, I could barely hear what he was saying in the first place. So now I'm looking at my computer, my paper, my calculator, and back at my teacher because I don't understand how he got the solution. Delta Math was quite literally one of the only things he gave us to do, which sounds great on paper, but let's be honest, that's not how it should be. Delta Math should be, if anything, a good practicing tool every once in a while, not something that's used every day. I still somehow passed that class though with like an 85, but you know, geometry. Math is cool when it's practical, but yeah, a genuine psychological torture method. Is that harsh? Nah, I'd say that's a pretty good accurate description of Delta Math. I don't have the words to express my hatred for this site. Well, actually, I lied. I've got a couple of thoughts and bullet points. First off, it sucks. Second off, it sucks. And third, this might come as a shocker to you, but it sucks. Delta Math is a great tool for reinforcing foundational math skills. It does what it needs to do, and honestly, I can't really say I expect too much, but I've got some personal beef with some teachers. I'm scarred for life. Anywho, that's the video.